In today's video, I'll be basically showing you how to speed up your Android device without installing any software on it. You can speed up literally a lot your Android device by using these simple settings which are in the developer options. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. First of all, guys, go to your device settings. So just over here, go to your device setting and find out the developer options, which will be done somewhere here. So here's the developer options in my device. Now if your device does not have a developer option over here, do not worry. Go over to about devices and scroll down until you find the build number and tap on the build number 5 to 7 times and the developer options will be activated. So go back and you'll see the developer options on top of about devices. So let's open up the developer options. So let's just go down, and the things which will be tweaking around today will be these. These are the settings which will be tweaking around today: the Windows animation scale, the transition animation scale, and the animation duration scale. Now do not worry, I'll explain these further in the video. Now these are basically the speed of your device animation and the way your device moves when you change it from screen to screen. By default it will be 1x in every Android device. That's the default speed. You can definitely tweak it up. If I open up Windows animation scale and say if I change it to 5x, which is slower, and if I open it again, you can see the speed, how slow it is. If I cancel it again, if I open it up again, I can see how slow that is. So if I change it to 0.5, and now you can see how snappy that is. It's very fast. Now the second one is transition animation scale. Now by default, again it's 1. If I change it to say 10, and if I go back, you can see how slow that animation was. Now similarly, if I open up again, you can see how slow that animation is. That can take up to years if you're using an Android device. So if I open up it again and if I change it to 0.5, and let's try it out again, and you can see how snappy that was. But still there is some lag over here because again we are basically having a transition between two pages. So it will be a little bit laggy over here, but let's go back again and let's change it up again. Let's change it to say 0.5, and animation scale also is the same, 0.5, and now you can see the entire system is too snappy. Okay, changing between apps and everything is snappy, and it's a little bit more faster because now the animations are slower, due to which the entire switching between the apps and changing places will be pretty much fast. You can also turn it off. As you can see, here is the turn off animation. If you turn it off everything, the animation will stop. You will not have any transition when you switch between things. So it might look a little bit ugly, but it will be very fast now because there is no animation. So as you can see, it's too snappy. There is no animation in between switching apps. As you can see, no animation at all. Everything switching without an animation, which means you're not wasting that 0.05 seconds which you switch between apps. But I like them setting to 0.5 because then you have animation, it looks better, and on the other hand it's also snappier. Now second thing which we'll be doing to speed up Android device is scroll down here, and over here as you can see, once we reach to the app section over here, we have 3 settings which is do not keep activities, limit background processes, and show ARN. Now I'll be using these both things over here. Now do not keep activities is turned off by default. Now if you turn it on, what will basically happen is that nothing will run in the background. As soon as you exit an app, that will be closed. Usually what happens with the Android operating system is when you exit an app, usually you do not have an exit button. We basically hit the home button over to exit an app. And once you exit an app, it's still running in the background. As you can see over here, it's still running in the background. Similarly, games, apps and everything, once you exit it, it's still running in the background. You'll have to enter the app drawer and then you have to scroll it to remove it. But if you hit on do not keep activities, what will basically happen is this app will not run in the background, which can be good. Apps which will run in the background, things like Facebook, WhatsApp, they will also close. They will not notify you. So yeah, if you're using games and other apps which you open, plug and play and then quit, this is very useful. But if you're using background apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, I'll not recommend using this. Second one which is very useful is limit background process. Now what this basically means, it limits the number of apps or the number of programs running in the background. Especially guys, as you have already mentioned, Android is a multitasking operating system which makes life very easy. You can switch between apps, you can have one app running, you can switch to another app. This has been there since the starting and the basis of Android, switching between apps and multitasking. Now by default, in any Android device, you can run unlimited number of apps in the background. Unless your phone crashes, unless your RAM is full, you can run unlimited number of apps in the background. Usually people have smaller devices or people who have low on RAM memory, they face this problem. One, if you're running say 4 to 5 apps like Chrome, WhatsApp, Facebook and multiple apps in the background, your phone will crash unless you close them manually, and that kind of is a pain because you cannot close the apps, or you do not know which apps might crash. So this is very useful. You can limit the number of apps running in the background. Now, as you can see over here, the standard limit is unlimited. If you hit on no background process, then no apps will run in the background. You will be only using one app at a time. Now, similarly, if you set it to 1, you will be using basically 2 apps in the background. One in the background, one you will be using live. And if you set it to 2 processes, the same thing. And if you hit it to 4 processes, which I recommend you, there will be 4 apps running in the processor at the same time. Usually people who have dual core phones, people who are low on memory, or people who have a lot of apps on their Android devices, cluttering up their RAM, I recommend you to set it to 3 or 4. Do not set it to 1, or do not set it to no background process. Then your Android phone will be pretty much like old Nokia phones. And it's very useful because usually we do not use more than 3 apps or 4 apps at a time. So this is very useful, 3 or 4, don't set it to 1, that will be very helpful. Let's cancel that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. That's the entire video about how to speed up your Android device without installing any apps on it. I hope this video was helpful. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That will help me a lot. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit on the red subscribe button and join the Android community. I'll be posting more videos on this subject. So yeah, stay subscribed for more videos like this. Comment something if you have suggestions. If you want something else to be shown in this channel, please put it down in the comments. Subscribe, like, and yeah, that's about it. I'm your host HK from the Android Guys, signing up. Stay careful, stay Androiding.